Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to my boss. My boss, of course, is Google, owner of YouTube. Massive beat. I was just talking to Vaz a few seconds ago. You know why that is? It's all the memberships and the super chats and all the commission they get out of this show. We are literally contributing to the success of Google. Well, I mean, it's true, isn't it? It's true. It's maybe not relevant, but it's true. It's true. And we're going to go with that. So we've got Google earnings in 20 minutes. It's a great beat. Easy money tonight. That was an overreaction. Always happens. You could have, I was just talking to Vaz. I was on the edge of dropping 100 grand there, making 3 grand in about 2 minutes. Would have been dead easy, but I was on the phone to Vaz. I mean, basically, Vaz just cost me 3 grand. If it wasn't for Vaz, I would have just bought 100, in and out in 5 minutes. But anyway, there you go. Easy, massive overreaction, huge beat. Look at it going up now, look. Dead easy to make money there. Dead easy to make money there. Keep on going, keep on going. Anyway, there it is. Let's welcome everyone to the party. Let's see who is here. So let's switch to members only so we can have a great night with no trolls and buffoons. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves nicely keyed in with a nice members only friendly show. We like shows like that, don't we? We like shows like that. Say yes in the chat if you want a members only event. Say no if you don't. Look at that going up now. Look, easy money tonight. Easy money on Google. A massive overreaction. And there it is. All right. So gaming is here. My Google broke today and my SanDisk. Bell says Terry Rose. That was 9 minutes ago. Hooray, Martyn is live. Yes, we are live for now. We're still in the middle of an investigation. So stand by. Sensei is here. Oh no. Oh no what? Oh no what? What you oh knowing about, Sensei Crypto? Good afternoon, Sensei. Man, I thought about dropping some money into Google and seeing what tomorrow holds. Yeah, that was easy money. I was talking to Vaz and I was like 100, I could 100 grand on that. I mean, that's a no-brainer. It's a massive beat. It oversold, overreaction. Boom. I mean, what's the swing on that? That's a swing, isn't it? Oh, 7% swing. Bloody hell. Vaz, you just cost me 7 grand, mate. 7 grand there. $7,000 I just lost because of you. Yeah. Call it 8,000. Vaz, you just cost me $8,000. I was going to do that. The moral is, don't pick up the phone to Vaz. It will cost you $8,000. Good afternoon, Sensei. Man, I thought about dropping some money to Google. Hello, he won't. Hello, everyone. It's not his forte, but it's mine. Google plummeting, tanking 6%. Yeah, it was a great beat, so you know you can buy it. High from the Netherlands. Yeah, that's why I held off and didn't buy. Everything red and probably getting worse. Earnings per share, 282 versus 263. Good. It's about the guidance though, isn't it? But you can just trade that volatility though. Starting now, members only. Hello, said Yestin Win, one of our dear moderators. Market conditions are horrible, though. Yes, it's always a bit of a hairy one, but that's an easy way to make money. Hey, Martyn, yes. Go members only. Dave Raman. I know who Dave is now. He spoke earlier on Discord. Yes. Let's go members only. Sensei sent me. Did he? What did Sensei do? Google stock will go down if you get banned. Yeah. Hey at Banana Heads. Quick trade. Love it. Yeah, that was, yeah. Vaz just cost me 8 grand. He made 14 while talking to me. Bloody hell. Just did a quick buy. I'm loving it. Oh my God. What a thing that was. I will send you a super chat on Friday for a song though. That's fair enough. That makes it all right then, doesn't it? Don't worry about the $8,000. Let's do ya ding dong. Fair play. 30% up. EPS is massive. Yeah, I got cold feet and didn't buy. Still learning. That was an easy one. That was one of the trades that you just live for. You get an 8% swing. I mean, literally, folks, that's a whole year on the S&P 500. I mean, that's a no-brainer there, mate. Anyway, there we go. We got 15 minutes to go. Going down now. Yeah, I would have sold that. Hey, if you make 3 or 4%, I take the money. I mean, that's just free money. You don't mess around with that. All right. Can everyone tap the like button? You're all asleep. 26 likes. Can we spend a minute tapping the like? I like members only. Do you all like members only streams? It's better, isn't it? I know it's great to have 1 million people in, but who needs it? Who needs it when you got 163 of your mates showing up? That's all you need, isn't it? Who needs more than 163 friends anyway? No one needs more than 163 friends, do they? They don't, do they? I don't think you do. Yeah, so anyway, tap the like button. We got 29 likes. What the heck? 29 likes. There's 163 watching. Can everyone tap the like button? Do it now. Bloody hell. And then when you've done that, subscribe if you're new. Right, Google earnings, my boss, YouTube. Well, they might not be my boss tomorrow. We're in the middle of an investigation. All right, so let's see what happens tomorrow. That's why we got 3 other channels and newsletters and Discords and stuff. All right, so we might be somewhere else tomorrow. See what happens. Anyway, there is the this is the event. This is what they do. I like YouTube. It does a little TV little thing here. Look. This is how it does it. I say Google, it's YouTube. YouTube, Google, Google, YouTube. Let me turn off the CC. We don't want that. We don't need that. Oh, they've added text anyway. CC. No, hold on a minute. Turn it off. Is it on or off? Can't work it out. Hang on. They've added text onto the screen, so you're stuck with it. You've got words whether you turn it on or off. I hate when people do that. Don't you hate when people do that? There you go. So this is Google. Stay tuned for the Google. Let me make sure there's audio coming through. I'm sure there is. Yeah, there it is. Lots of noise, lots of blurring. Right, there you go. We got 15 minutes to go. Ya ding dong, my love for you is growing wide and long. Yeah, what a drop. Yeah, it was indeed. Yeah, that was a classic opportunity to make money there, and I missed it because I was talking to Vaz. So I absolutely blame Vaz. Now tonight, I've been busy working. Vaz was helping me out. We were having a chat about this and that and all the rest of it. And there's a couple of things I want to mention to you. If you want to have a bit of fun with us, I've just brought out a range of fashion wear, from a bumper sticker to I've ordered mine, by the way. Oh, the extra channel, David Lewis. There he is on the extra channel. I've just set up. I've already ordered mine. Look at this, Lucasades. How cool is that on the back? I've ordered mine. Mine's on the way. Fafo. Around, find out, and off. Yeah, seriously. You can get a fleece, a hoodie, a mug. Look at that. Lucasades. You can also get a hat. I've ordered all these things, the whole lot. I spent $110. I ordered a hat, a hoodie, a t-shirt, a mug, and a sticker. I've ordered the whole lot. And I gave you all a discount so you could get it the same price as me. There's no profit on it. I just gave you the discount, all right? So if you are a YouTube member, it's in the membership page of the community page. We've also got what do you call it? In the newsletter, in the community for the newsletter, you can get the code. You can also get the code in a Discord as well. So martynlucasshop.com, get yourself some around and out and off. I thought I'd have some fun with that. I had to say, I was going to say something then, but I decided not to. Probably best. Right, we're going back down again now. We've got Google earnings around the corner in a minute. Let me give you some links. There's Instagram and X if you want to follow us there. We're waiting for the Google earnings to start. We've got Discord if you want all my trades and you want live video link ups afterwards. There's in between as well. We do live support. And there's the membership link. And there is the newsletter. We gave a 50% discount this morning for 5 people. I think, is Sensei in the chat? Did they all sell out? I think he's down to 1 today. Let's have a look. Sensei live. Are you here? Let's see if Sensei's live. There might be one left. I don't know. There was one left earlier on. Might have gone. I bet it's gone. Bet it's gone by now. Right. Anyway, tough luck. You've had your chips. Right. You might have noticed that people were clicking on stuff then a minute ago. Oh, hello. Standby special guest on the stage. Welcome them to the stage. Hurrah. What do we have here? Stu.
At Stu 7,588 tipped £2 through Super Chat. Hello from Scotland, Martyn. I'm nearly 1 year member.
Nice one, mate. Okay, Scotland. I love it. Yes, you go from 6 months to 1. You get that big 1. No longer little 6, little m. You get a big 1 when you hit the 1 year. You're a fully grown up 1 year member then. All right. So there you go. Now you may have noticed while I was doing this, there were people subscribing to Extra and Clips. You know why? Do you know why? I've just put the latest batch out of all the clips and all the shorts for all the headlines of these Jeffrey Epstein Bitcoin XRP scandal debacleness. So you can see it in lots of ways. Look at this on X. Oh, yes. Look at the shorts. Look at the bullet points. Boom. Bullet points. Boom. Bullet points. I'm not going to keep saying that, am I? All right. So that's X. Instagram as well. Should we go to Instagram and show you? On Reels. Facebook. Do you want Facebook as well? Some people like Facebook. I ain't bothered about it. But there you go. There's Facebook. We prefer YouTube, don't we? We prefer YouTube. Well, until they ban me, then I might be going somewhere else. But anyway, there is... so there is all the Reels on... Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's the off. Try and say that fast. Fun out, and off. Right? Do you like our model? We got a model. I got a model modeled it for me. Models tend to do that. So yeah, we got that. What else have we got? What else have we got? Oh yeah, we got the Instagram. Instagram. If I refresh here, you'll see some Reels. They are. Look at all these beauties. Reels. That's what it's called on Instagram. Did you know that? Reels. We got Threads. We got TikTok as well. We don't care about TikTok. It's a bit silly, really. But anyway, we do it. Right. How long we got? 10 minutes. There's the Google earnings. It's on a YouTube show. It's always on a YouTube show. Look at that. They go live. There's no point sharing you that. I'll get in trouble. Copy. Oh my God. Yeah. Pre-recorded video like that. We don't want to get in any more trouble. We've got enough trouble as it is. It's getting ridiculous as it is. So we don't want any of that. Let me refresh the screen. By tomorrow afternoon, we'll know where we stand. Yeah. I'm making a joke of it. I'm really, not enjoying this experience, but there we go. Anyway, it is what it is. Right. Google is just 9 minutes away. Let's read some more comments from you. Hi, poor man. Stephen Lewandowski. Hi, Stephen. How you doing, mate? Henrik. Facebook is straight dumpster fire. I don't even know what that means. Hi, Zach. Said Charlie Ball. Yeah, Sensei's shop was much better. Yeah, it probably was. But you don't have to buy my stuff if you don't want it. And remember, it's not about the shop. It's about the contents in the shop, right? So what is it about Sensei's shop did you like? The carpeting, the wallpaper? Was it the building? Was it the front door? Or the sign outside? What? What was it you liked about it? Sensei's shop was better. What was better about it? Charlie Ball? I want to know. Because at the end of the day, mate, the way I see it is this, all right? If you go into my shop, take it or leave it, right? You end up with the same thing. I mean, do you want a hat? Do you want a hat? Do you want a mug? Do you want a off? It's embroidered. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? What's wrong with it? What don't you like about it? Let me know. Let me know in the chat what you don't like about it. Right. We're in the middle of a trade here. We're trying to make some money on XRP. We're trading that today. We're very busy on Discord today. I was going to show you. People were subscribing a minute ago. You may have seen it. Do you know why? Let me show you. We got 8 minutes to go. Look. So on the Extra channel, live 24 hours a day now, never stops. Poor laptop. It's buggered, it is. It just can't keep up with it. But no, it's the Clips. The Clips channel. We have a Clips channel for you where there are no ads. It's all free. No memberships. Nothing. For free. And we give you all the 30-second bullet points. Quit calling us idiots. Yeah. Quit calling us idiots, said Mike. Yeah, but you're not an idiot, Mike, so I'm not calling you an idiot, am I? I'm calling idiots idiots, and if you're an idiot, I'll call you an idiot. I don't care. People call me what they want, so I call people the same. There you go. Good for the goose, good for the gander. So there you go. There's the clips channel, and you've got 30 seconds here. 1 minute, 1 minute 18, 46 seconds. I just posted these a few moments ago. I'll give you a little taster. Here's one, look. So I'm tariffing my best allies. Now, for the first time since 1945, one of the worst exchanges. Hang on a minute. That's an older one. Where's that? That's been out already. Hang on a minute. I'm in the wrong bit. How long we got? 7 minutes. Yeah, that's the For You page. Now, the latest videos. Here we go. The latest videos. Created playlists. What you do is you click the playlist. Oh, yeah. What you do is this. And you click to the top. Here we go. Click on that. This isn't financial advice, but liquidation wicks and quick buy-ups are of the most consistent behaviors in crypto markets. What happens after the wick depends on structure. The wick? Whether... Play that again. The wick. Price is above or below key support matters, but a strong technical levels, there is usually some... So there you go. If you want to get the clips channel, there it is. And you get all the 30-second clips, everything you need to know. No ads. I'll give it you for free. I do all the work for you, so you haven't got to do anything. There's the playlist. Should I give you the playlist? That's a good idea. There you go. Go and check out the playlist. Hang on a minute. Hang on. What's going on here in the chat? Let's all tell YouTube Martyn must stay. Martyn must stay. All right. That's enough. Bloody hell. Thank you. I appreciate it. You can't spam until I say it's time to spam. All right. I really appreciate it, though. There is the clips channel. Go and check it out. Right, how long have we got? 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. Let me come back to the comments. We're in members only mode. FXRP says widget. Sensei's shot was much better. You said that already. What happened? What do you mean? You want to know what happened, but then you want to say my shot's rubbish? I don't know. Maybe I won't answer you now. I don't know. Finance around and find out. Where's the dancing girls? Should there be dancing girls? Have I missed something? Should there be dancing girls? I don't know anything about dancing girls. I used to. Did you get greedy and take it away? How can I take away what's already mine? Charlie, what you trying to do, mate? He's trying to stop. You know what it's like. He's trying to stir up trouble between me and Sensei. Yeah, people have tried that. It don't work. They love it. They think, oh, I'm going to get Sensei to fall out with Martyn. Oh, I knew it. Me and Sensei and Vaz and Casey were all best friends. Oh, I don't think they are. I think Martyn's a big bully. That's right. Anyway, next hat and t-shirt should be don't be an idiot. That's right. Quit calling us idiots, said Mike. Price, content, full experience, all of it was much better. Price, content, full experience, it was all better. Great, Charlie. Well, what I suggest you go and do is go and watch somebody else's channel that's got a shop you like, and then you can tell them how great it is. How about that? If you don't like my shop, you're not buying anything anyway. So what's the point of saying it? Imagine walking into a shop going, this shop's rubbish. Well, can we help you, please, sir? No, I just walked in here to tell you your shop's rubbish. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Do you want anything? No, I just came in to tell you your shop's rubbish. Okay, does that make you feel better? Yes, it makes me feel better because I'm a sad little individual. And if I say your shop's rubbish, it makes me feel better. Okay, then carry on. We don't mind. Whatever you like. But do you want anything? No, I just came in to tell you your shop's rubbish. Thanks a lot. Brilliant. Go. Evening all. Hey, Martyn. Hey, Vaz. How you doing? Drop some Coca-Cola and FIFA swag instead. I have got Coca-Cola widget. Have you not looked? How long we got now? 2 minutes. Bloody hell, I've got 2 minutes. Yeah, look, there's a Coca-Cola. There's a Coca-Cola section. You're asking me, look, I'm all in. There's a Coca-Cola I'm all in t-shirt. There's a Coca-Cola I'm all in mug. And it's signed, but remember, it's rubbish. The other guy just said it's rubbish. So don't buy it. It's rubbish in our shop. No one likes it. It's a good job no one agrees with that. Otherwise, I wouldn't sell any mugs, would I? Oh, well, yes, we are live. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Charlie, Mike, how do you feel do you feel sorry for Sensei stuck under Martyn? Yeah. That's exactly how Sensei feels. You should ask him how he feels. I love it. Can someone help me? Liz, we'll help you, but we're busy talking to some idiot who just wants to be an idiot. Anyway, hi Vaz. How Coca-Cola? Vaz is dope. Yes, he is. Oh my God, this guy. Yeah, I'll block him in a minute. Where did we get the promo code? It's in the community page, the community page on YouTube. You know, the community posts. There'll be a post up there for members. If you're a member, you'll see it, which you are, Carl Delange. You'll also see it as a post in Discord in the Lucas Premium Lucas Aids channel. Okay, you see it in there. And you also see it in Sensei's community as well. So there you go. Big, beautiful bully. What, me? Or Charlie, or both. I don't know. Maybe both. Right, okay, so here we go. We've got the Google earnings. We're ready to rock and roll. I'll refresh the screen. We want to do that, don't we? Just in case. Just in cases. This is my boss now. At least it is at the minute. It might not be by tomorrow. We're 72 hours tomorrow afternoon. So we are stressed as hell. Just pretending not to be. There we go. There's the audio. That sounds good. Right. There we go. We've got it all ready to rock and roll. I'll leave it on the screen. Starts in 45 seconds. Investing in the stock market was taught me patience, emotional control, and how to watch money disappear calmly. I'm giving you feedback. I thought you'd care about user experience. I'm saying shop was good. Now it's bad. Okay. Yeah, but it's not really, you're just saying it was bad, rubbish. I mean, you're not saying anything. It's not constructive. You're just coming in going, your shop's rubbish. Okay. You don't like the shop. You didn't buy anything anyway. Oh, dang, I didn't know. I might snag some Coca-Cola. Yeah, there you go. Big, beautiful Discordians. The chat was lit this morning. Oh, my God. 120 people in Discord this morning. What a chat that was. Right, here we go. I'm going to bring in the audio. I'm going to mute this so you don't hear the audio. You don't want any of that, do you? Okay. I'll turn it up in a minute. I've got it on mute so you don't hear it. Thank you, Mo, for your subscription. Oh, God, the shop has changed. Hey, look, Charlie, you didn't even buy a membership. You won a membership. You're a troll. We know you don't like the shop. That's okay. You're not a member. You just won one. You didn't buy anything. So thank you very much for telling us the shop's rubbish. We appreciate you. It's very useful. Anyway, we want to move on now.
Quarter 2025 earnings conference call. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. After the speaker presentation, there will be a question and answer session. To ask a question during the session, you will need to press star 1 on your telephone. I would now like to hand the conference over to your speaker today, Jim Friedland, Head of Investor Relations. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Alphabet's fourth quarter 2025 earnings conference call. With us today are Sundar Pichai, Philip Schindler, and Anat Ashkenazi. Now, I'll quickly cover the safe harbor. Some of the statements that we make today regarding our business, operations, and financial performance may be considered forward-looking. Such statements are based on current expectations and assumptions that are subject to a number of risks and uncertainties. Actual results could differ materially. Please refer to our Forms 10-K and 10-Q, including the risk factors. We undertake no obligation to update any forward-looking statement. During this call, we will present both GAAP and non-GAAP financial measures. A reconciliation of non-GAAP to GAAP measures is included in today's earnings press release, which is distributed and available to the public through our investor relations website located at abc.xyz/investor. Our comments will be on year-over-year comparisons unless we state otherwise. And now, I'll turn the call over to Sundar.
Thanks, Jim. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. It was a tremendous quarter for Alphabet. The launch of Gemini 3 was a major milestone, and we have great momentum. Alphabet annual revenues exceeded $400 billion for the first time. This quarter, search continued to accelerate with revenues growing 17%. YouTube's annual revenues surpassed $60 billion across ads and subscriptions. Cloud significantly accelerated, with revenues growing 48%, now on an annual run rate of over $70 billion. Backlog grew by 55% quarter over quarter to $240 billion, representing a wide breadth of customers driven by demand for AI products. We have over 325 million paid subscriptions across consumer services, with strong adoption for Google One and YouTube Premium. In addition, we have sold more than 8 million paid seats of Gemini Enterprise, which we launched just 4 months ago. And our Gemini app now has over 750 million monthly active users. We are also seeing significantly higher engagement per user, especially since the launch of Gemini 3 in December. Overall, we are seeing our AI investments and infrastructure drive revenue and growth across the board. To meet customer demand and capitalize on the growing opportunities ahead of us, our 2026 CapEx investments are anticipated to be in the range of $175 to $185 billion. Today, I'll provide an update on our AI progress and then share highlights from Search, Cloud, YouTube, and Waymo. First, AI progress across the full stack. Our unrivaled infrastructure serves as the bedrock of our AI stack. We have the industry's widest variety of compute options. That includes GPUs from our partner NVIDIA, who announced at CES that we'll be among the first to offer their latest Vera Rubin GPU platform, plus our own TPUs that we have been developing for a decade. In December, we announced our intent to acquire Intersect, which provides data center and energy infrastructure solutions. As we scale, we are getting dramatically more efficient. We were able to lower Gemini serving unit costs by 78% over 2025.
Oh, this is a good
through
earnings.
model optimizations, efficiency, and utilization
this is a good
improvements.
earnings. That's a 14%
Next,
swing.
world-class AI research, including models and tooling.
This is huge.
We offer the most extensive model portfolio in the world and lead across text, vision, and image-to-video LM Arena leaderboards. Gemini 3 Pro drives the state-of-the-art in reasoning and multimodal understanding. It has seen the fastest adoption of any model in our history. Since launch, Gemini 3 Pro has consistently processed 3 times as many daily tokens on average as 2.5 Pro. Our latest model powers Google Anti-Gravity, our new development platform where agents can autonomously plan and execute complex software tasks. It already has more than 1.5 million weekly active users after launching just over 2 months ago. Our first-party models like Gemini now process over 10 billion tokens per minute via direct API used by our customers, up from 7 billion
Vaz,
last quarter.
You cost me about 20 grand that conversation.
Bringing AI to our products and platforms. We are shipping innovation at scale to bring helpful AI features to people everywhere. In January alone, we have launched personal intelligence in AI mode in Search and the Gemini app, introduced new features to Gmail and updated Veo, reimagined Chrome as an AI-first agentic browser through features like Chrome Auto Browse, announced Project Genie, which lets users create and explore interactive worlds generated in real time.
You can fractional share. You can buy $10 of Google.
Purpose world model.
Just $10 of
And
Google.
we laid the
It's the same
groundwork
percent.
for shopping in the AI era by introducing a new open standard for agentic commerce, the Universal Commerce Protocol, built alongside many retail industry leaders.
Here we go.
Finally, from Android to Pixel, we are getting our best AI capabilities into people's hands. At CES, a range of partners, including Samsung, showcased how they are bringing Gemini to more devices, from XR to the living room and beyond. And to confirm the rumors, we'll be introducing our Pixel 10a to our best ever rated Pixel 10 series very soon. Turning now to key highlights from the quarter, starting with Search. Search saw more usage in Q4 than ever before, as AI continues to drive an expansionary moment. We have executed with incredible speed. We shipped over 250 product launches within AI mode and AI overviews just last quarter. We have integrated Gemini 3 directly into AI mode in Search. Now Search can better understand your query, dive deeper on the web, and generate interactive UI experiences. And last week, we upgraded AI overviews to Gemini 3, giving users a best-in-class AI response at the top of the search results page. We have also made the search experience more cohesive, ensuring the transition from an AI overview to a conversation in AI mode is completely seamless. These new experiences are proving to be more helpful and are driving greater usage. A few highlights. First, once people start using these new experiences, they use them more. In the US, we saw daily AI mode queries per user double since launch, and AI overviews continue to perform very well. Second, people are engaging in longer, more complex sessions. Queries in AI mode are 3 times longer than traditional searches. We are also seeing sessions become more conversational, with a significant portion of queries in AI mode now leading to a follow-up question. Third, people are searching in new ways beyond text. Nearly 1 in 6 AI mode queries are now non-text using voice or images. And Circle to Search is now available on over 580 million Android devices. Next, Google Cloud. Our growth in revenue, operating margin, and backlog highlights the strength of our entire portfolio. 1, we are winning more new customers faster. We exited the year with double the new customer velocity compared to Q1. 2, we are also signing larger customer commitments. The number of deals in 2025 over $1 billion surpassed the previous 3 years combined. And 3, we continue to deepen our relationships with existing customers who are outpacing their initial commitments by over 30%. Nearly 75% of Google Cloud customers have used our vertically optimized AI, from chips to models to AI platforms and enterprise AI agents, which offer superior performance, quality, security, and cost efficiency. These AI customers use 1.8 times as many products as those who do not, enabling us to diversify our product portfolio, deepen customer relationships, and accelerate revenue growth. Our product line has multiple monetization levers spanning infrastructure, platform, and high-margin AI-powered products and services, with 14 product lines, each exceeding $1 billion in annual revenue. We offer leading infrastructure for AI training and inference to our cloud customers, with the industry's widest variety of compute options, from our own 7th generation Ironwood TPU to the latest NVIDIA GPUs. Our 10-year track record in building our own accelerators with expertise in chips, systems, networking, and software translates to leading power and performance efficiency for large-scale inference and training. Our cloud AI accelerators serve the leading frontier AI labs, capital markets firms like Citadel Securities, enterprises like Mercedes-Benz, and governments for high-performance computing applications. We also offer our leading generative AI models, including Gemini, Imagen, Veo, Chirp, and Lyria, to cloud customers. In December alone, nearly 350 customers each processed more than 100 billion tokens. In Q4, revenue from products built on our generative AI models grew nearly 400% year over year, significantly accelerating from the prior quarter. Today, more than 120,000 enterprises use Gemini, including AI unicorns like Lovable and OpenEvidence, and global enterprises like Airbus and Honeywell. 95% of the top 20 and over 80% of the top 100 SaaS companies use Gemini, including Salesforce and Shopify. Gemini is becoming the AI engine for the world's most successful software companies. Leading enterprises are also driving strong demand for our enterprise AI agents. We have sold more than 8 million paid seats of Gemini Enterprise, our enterprise AI platform, to more than 2,800 companies, including BNY and Virgin Voyages, to streamline knowledge management and automate processes. Gemini Enterprise managed over 5 billion customer interactions in Q4, growing 65% year over year, for customers including Wendy's, Kroger, and Woolworths Group. Our integration of Gemini in Google Workspace is driving wins with global brands like Schwartz Group and public sector organizations like the U.S. Department of Transportation. We are also seeing momentum with independent software vendors. Revenue from AI solutions built by our partners increased nearly 300% year over year, and commitments from our top 15 software partners grew more than 16x year over year. Before moving on, I'm pleased that we are collaborating with Apple as their preferred cloud provider and to develop the next generation of Apple Foundation models based on Gemini technology. Up next, YouTube. I want to highlight 4 points. First, streaming. In the living room, YouTube continues to be the #1 streamer in the US for nearly 3 years, according to Nielsen. From the NFL to Coachella, YouTube is where people watch today's biggest popular culture moments unfold. Second, subscriptions. We continue to see strong subscription revenue growth across YouTube, particularly YouTube Music Premium. We'll soon launch new YouTube TV plans, bringing more choice and flexibility to subscribers with over 10 genre-specific packages. And the NFL has seen strong NFL Sunday Ticket subscriber growth.
If that drops
with
again,
YouTube,
I'm dropping
with the highest paid
$100,000 on
subscriber
it.
number ever in the history of the product.
If that goes
Third,
down there again,
podcast.
I'm doing it.
To illustrate YouTube's popularity, in October 2025,
This is very, very
viewers
easy
watched
trade.
over 700 million hours of podcasts on living room devices, up 75% from just a
I've
year
got buy
prior.
orders here for
And
$100,000.
fourth, AI is
Ready to drop
transforming
that.
the YouTube experience for both creators and viewers. On average, every day in December, over 1 million channels used our new AI creation tools to supercharge their creativity. During that same month, more than 20 million viewers used our new Ask tool, powered by Gemini, to learn more about the content they watched. And finally, Waymo. This week, Waymo raised its largest investment round to date and is well positioned to continue its momentum with safety at the core. In December, we surpassed 20 million fully autonomous trips and are now providing more than 400,000 rides every week. Waymo continues to expand its service territory. Its sixth market, Miami, launched 2 weeks ago, and Waymo will soon expand its service to multiple cities across the US and in the UK and Japan. The team has made incredible progress on important capabilities, including opening up public service to airports and freeways. In closing, 2025 was a fantastic year for the company. A big thanks to our employees and partners worldwide. We are really well positioned going into 2026. Now, over to Philip.
Thanks, Ondar, and hello, everyone. I'll cover performance for Google services for the quarter, then structure the rest of my remarks around the great progress we're delivering across search, YouTube, and partnerships. Google services revenues were $96 billion for the quarter, up 14% year-on-year, primarily driven by accelerated growth in search. Adding some further color to our results. The 17% increase in search and other was led by broad strength across all major verticals, with retail particularly strong. On YouTube, the 9% growth in advertising revenues was driven by direct response. Network advertising revenues were down 2% year-on-year this quarter. Starting with search and other revenues, which delivered over $63 billion in revenue for the quarter. Sundar mentioned the expansionary moment for search. The same is true for ads. We're investing in AI to drive significant improvements across all areas of marketing. We're expanding the entire playing field that advertisers can compete on. AI gives businesses the ability to reach more customers in more places than ever before. Gemini uniquely positions us to bring the transformational benefits of AI to ads in 3 critical areas for our customers: ads quality, advertiser tools, and new AI user experiences. First, ads quality. We've been deploying Gemini models to improve query understanding at a rate of almost a launch per month for the last 2 years. These improvements drive better query matching, ranking, and quality, making search ads even more effective. With Gemini across our ads quality stack, we evaluate relevance with greater accuracy than with previous generations of models. This has significantly improved our ability to systematically deliver more helpful, high-quality ads, contributing to a meaningful reduction in irrelevant ads served. Gemini's understanding of intent has increased our ability to deliver ads on longer, more complex searches that were previously challenging to monetize. Gemini models also have a significant impact on query understanding in non-English languages, expanding opportunities for businesses to scale globally. Second, we're building more agentic actions into our advertiser tools. Businesses can now leverage Gemini in conversational experiences within Ads and Analytics Advisor to identify and run recommended actions such as generating new campaigns. Advertisers use Gemini as a real-time partner to assemble creatives. In Q4 alone, they used Gemini to create nearly 70 million creative assets via text customization in AI Max and PMax. For instance, Aritzia, Canada's premier fashion house, used AI Max to find new high-value customers that traditional strategies miss, delivering an 80% incremental uplift in conversion value for Q4. L'Oreal, one of the first alpha testers, used AI Max in 2025 across 800 unique campaigns in 23 countries and 30 brands. AI Max enabled the L'Oreal Group to maximize its presence across the full consumer journey, fuel its consumer growth, and increase revenue for DTC brands like NYX by 23%. The third area is how we monetize new AI user experiences in search. We have significantly increased our focus on AI mode and are in the early stages of experimenting with AI mode monetization, like testing ads below the AI response, with more underway. For example, we announced direct offers, a new Google Ads pilot, which will allow advertisers to show exclusive offers for shoppers who are ready to buy directly in AI mode. This new type of sponsored content uses AI to match the right offer provided by the retailer to the right user. As Sundar mentioned, we are building the era of agentic commerce and working with our partners to introduce the Universal Commerce Protocol in our consumer products and across the web. We've received tremendous feedback from the industry. Soon, people can use a new checkout experience to buy directly in AI mode and Gemini from select merchants. Turning now to YouTube, which remains the #1 streamer in the US for nearly 3 years, according to Nielsen. YouTube creators are providing an unmatched breadth of content. Our investment in AI innovation across creativity, viewing experience, and monetization continues to pay off. We're seeing strong traction in our subscription business, are innovating to meet consumers where they are. We added a new sports tier for YouTube TV at a lower price point. YouTube Premium Lite is proving to be a popular choice. And we continue to deliver strong year-on-year growth across YouTube subscriptions, particularly YouTube Music and Premium.
Hey!
Looking at monetization across YouTube, momentum continues in Shorts and the living room. Shorts now averages over 200 billion daily views, and as we've shared before, in a number of countries, Shorts earns more revenue per watch hour than traditional in-stream on YouTube, including the US. The retail vertical continues to grow, fueled by smaller advertisers increasingly adopting demand gen. Likewise, direct response continues to benefit from the momentum we're seeing with small and medium-sized advertisers. Viewers trust product and brand recommendations from YouTube creators, and we're focused on making YouTube a premier shopping destination. Innovations like shoppable ad formats are improving advertiser return on investment. During Cyber 5, advertisers piloted shoppable mastheads, a new interactive ad format where viewers browse products and send links to their phones for an easy shopping experience.
Totally agree.
On brands, our Creator Partnership Hub makes it easier for brands to find creators and develop campaigns.
Buy hats.
This holiday season, brands like JCPenney, Old Navy, and Target work with creators for their holiday campaigns. Mattel partnered with 8 top YouTube creators to reach families during the peak holiday shopping season in a campaign that helped drive a 25% increase in search volume for Uno.
Here comes my tags on the screen.
With the progress we're seeing across partnerships,
Very well introduced.
where customers tap into the strength and breadth of Google's products to accelerate their transformation. I would start by joining Sundar in saying how pleased I am that we are collaborating with Apple as their preferred cloud provider and to develop the next generation of Apple Foundation models based on Gemini technology. We partnered with Reliance Jio to provide over 500 million consumers with an 18-month free trial of our Gemini suite of products and 2 terabyte of cloud storage. Reliance Enterprise customers will also get access to Google Cloud's Gemini Enterprise and TPUs, bringing the best of Google AI to every employee and workflow. The Home Depot is applying Google AI across the board, from cloud tools to AI-powered ads, and YouTube creator partnerships that connect with the next generation of doers. Their investments in PMax and YouTube creator partnerships have resulted in double-digit increase in ad clicks and visits. In closing, I'd like to thank Googlers everywhere for their contributions to our success, and as always, to our customers and partners for their continued trust. Anat, over to you.
Thank you, Philip. My comments will focus on year-over-year comparisons for the fourth quarter, unless I state otherwise. I will start with results at the Alphabet level, and will then cover our segment results. I'll end with some commentary on our outlook for the first quarter and full year 2026. 2025 was a strong year of innovation and execution for Alphabet. These efforts, combined with our investments in AI, drove meaningful results across the business. For the full year 2025, Alphabet consolidated revenues were $403 billion, up 15% on a reported and constant currency basis. Moving to Q4 performance, we deliver strong growth in the fourth quarter. Consolidated revenues reached $113.8 billion, up 18%.
Come on, let's get one,
or
one, one, one,
17%
one.
in constant
Come on, everybody,
currency,
you can do it.
and was driven by an acceleration in search and cloud revenues. Turning to costs and expenses, we reported a $2.1 billion stock-based compensation charge due to an increase in Waymo's valuation related to the investment round that was announced on Monday. The vast majority of the charge was reflected in R&D expenses. Total cost of revenue was $45.8 billion, up 13%. Tech was $16.6 billion, up 12%. Other cost of revenues was $29.2 billion, up 13%, with the increase primarily driven by depreciation associated with the deployment of our technical infrastructure, content acquisition costs largely for YouTube, and other technical infrastructure operations costs. Total operating expenses were up 29% to $32.1 billion. R&D expense increased by 42%, driven by compensation and depreciation. The increase in compensation was due to the Waymo charge and investment in AI talent. Sales and marketing expenses were up 12%, primarily driven by marketing investments to support the Gemini app and search. And G&A expenses increased 21%, primarily due to a shift in timing of our charitable contributions. Operating income increased 16% to $35.9 billion, and operating margin was 31.6%. Both operating income and operating margin were negatively impacted by the $2.1 billion Waymo charge in the quarter. Other income and expenses was $3.2 billion, primarily due to unrealized gains in our non-marketable equity securities portfolio. Net income increased 30% to $34.5 billion, and earnings per share increased 31% to $2.82. We generated record operating cash flow of $52.4 billion in the fourth quarter and $164.7 billion for the full year. This translated into $24.6 billion of free cash flow in the fourth quarter and $73.3 billion for the full year. We ended the quarter with $126.8 billion in cash and marketable securities and $46.5 billion in long-term debt. Turning to segment results, Google Services revenues increased 14% to $95.9 billion, reflecting strong growth in search and subscriptions. Google Search and other advertising revenues increased by 17% to $63.1 billion, representing another strong quarter with continued growth across all major verticals, with the largest contribution from retail. YouTube advertising revenues increased 9% to $11.4 billion, driven by direct response advertising. Results were negatively affected from the lapping of the strong spend on U.S. election in the fourth quarter of 2024 that we've mentioned on previous earnings calls. Network advertising revenues of $7.8 billion were down 2%. Subscription platforms and devices revenues increased 17% this quarter to $13.6 billion due to strong growth in YouTube subscriptions, particularly YouTube Music and Premium, and growth in Google One, which
YouTube
benefited
Music.
from increased demand for AI
Christmas
plans.
playlist.
Google
played
Services
by Mike.
operating income increased 22% to $40.1 billion, and operating margin
It's just Mike and his playlist, Christmas.
41.9%.
I love it.
The Google Cloud segment delivered outstanding results in the fourth quarter as the business continued to benefit from strong demand for enterprise AI products. Cloud revenue accelerated meaningfully and were up 48% to $17.7 billion. Revenues were driven by strong performance in GCP, which continued to grow at a rate that was much higher than Cloud's overall revenue growth rate. As Sundar noted, we're driving performance through strong growth in the win rate of new customers, signing larger customer commitments, and increasing spend with existing customers. GCP's performance was driven by accelerating growth in enterprise AI products, which are generating billions in quarterly revenues. We had strong growth in both enterprise AI infrastructure, driven by deployment of TPUs and GPUs, and enterprise AI solutions, which benefited from demand for our industry-leading models, including Gemini 3. Core GCP was also a meaningful contributor to growth due to strong demand for infrastructure and other services, such as cybersecurity and data analytics. We also had double-digit growth in Workspace, driven by an increase in average revenue per seats and the number of seats. Cloud operating income was $5.3 billion, more than doubling year over year, and operating margin increased from 17.5% in the fourth quarter of last year to 30.1%. Google Cloud's backlog increased 55% sequentially and more than doubled year over year, reaching $240 billion at the end of the fourth quarter. The increase in backlog was driven by strong demand for our cloud products, led by our enterprise AI offerings from multiple customers. In other bets, revenues were $370 million, and operating loss was $3.6 billion, reflecting the $2.1 billion Waymo charge I mentioned earlier.
Yes, Mike, of course I want you to play my Christmas.
We allocate
I was celebrating it when she talked about YouTube music. I said, Mike is playing all my Christmas songs.
Value. Alphabet funded
I wasn't
a
saying
significant portion
don't
of the
play it, Mike.
$16
It's
billion
great.
investment round that Waymo announced on Monday, which will allow the business to accelerate its global expansion. CapEx was $27.9 billion for the fourth quarter and $91.4 billion for the full year, in line with our expectation. The vast majority of our CapEx was invested in technical infrastructure, with approximately 60% of that investment in servers and 40% in data centers and networking equipment. In Q4, we returned capital to shareholders through $5.5 billion of share repurchase and $2.5 billion of dividend payments. Turning to our outlook, I would like to provide some commentaries on factors that will impact our business performance in the first quarter and full year 2026. First, in terms of revenues, we're pleased with the overall momentum of the business. At current spot rates, we would expect to see an FX tailwind to our consolidated revenues in Q1. However, the volatility in exchange rates could affect the impact of FX on Q1 revenues. In Google Services, we expect growth to be driven by ongoing innovation in the user experience, as well as improved ROI for advertisers, keeping in mind the normal seasonal pattern for advertising revenue. In Google Cloud, we're seeing significant demand for our products and services, which we expect to continue to drive strong growth despite the tight supply environment we're operating in. Moving to investments, the investment we have been making in AI are already translating into strong performance across the business, as you've seen in our financial results. Our successful execution, coupled with strong performance, reinforces our conviction to make the investments required to further capitalize on the AI opportunity. For the full year 2026, we expect CapEx to be in the range of $175 billion to $185 billion, with investments ramping over the course of the year. We're investing in AI compute capacity to support frontier model development by Google DeepMind, ongoing efforts to improve the user experience and drive higher advertiser ROI in Google Services, significant cloud customer demand, as well as strategic investments in other bets. Keep in mind that the availability of supply, pricing of components, and timing of cash payments can cause some variability in the reported CapEx number. In terms of expenses, as we've discussed on previous calls, the significant increase in our investments in technical infrastructure will continue to put pressure on the P&L in the form of higher depreciation expense and related data centers operations costs such as energy. In 2025, depreciation increased by nearly $6 billion, or 38%, from $15.3 billion in 2024 to $21.1 billion in 2025. Given the increase in our CapEx investments in recent years, we expect the growth rate in 2026 depreciation to accelerate in Q1 and meaningfully increase for the full year. We're also planning to continue hiring in key investment areas, such as AI and cloud. In 2025, our teams delivered amazing innovation, executing with a high level of discipline and velocity. These efforts provide a great experience for consumers and outstanding
performance. I've got a buy order of $100,000 for a quick trade.
Enterprise customers, driving strong revenue growth. I want to take this opportunity to thank our employees for their contribution to this impressive performance. Now, Sundar, Philip, and I will take your questions.
Thank you. As a reminder, to ask a question, you will need to press star one on your telephone. To prevent any background noise, we ask that you please mute your line once your question has been stated. And your first question comes from Brian Nowak with Morgan Stanley. Your line is now open.
Thanks for taking my questions. I have two, one on Agentic, one on YouTube. The first one on Agentic, Sundar, I'd be curious to hear about, as you look back at 2025, where do you think you made the most progress on new types of Agentic commerce products? And then looking into 26, where are you most optimistic to sort of have even more progress and utility for users and your advertisers?
Best thing you did was to promote Martyn Lucas, investor.
You know, we've seen a lot of
that was the best investment you ever made.
Like Genie, et cetera. Walk us through
even if you are about to ban me.
Long-term vision for how Genie and some of these content creation tools could be integrated into YouTube over time.
Great, thanks, Brian. First, maybe I'll take the agentic part first. You know, I definitely think 25 was more about laying the foundation. You know, getting the models to start being more robust in agentic use cases, and you know, obviously, coding is the area where you know the progress was the most felt. In areas like commerce, I think we spent the year working with the ecosystem to develop the underlying protocol that's going to be needed for this agentic world. So I think the launch of Universal Commerce Protocol at NRF in January with a bunch of partners, founding partners, I think has been super well received. So I'm excited now that we've laid the foundation of interoperability on which agentic commerce can work. And now we are integrating those experiences into Gemini, AI mode, and so on. So I think this is the year where you will see consumers actually being able to use all of this, and I'm excited about the opportunity ahead. On YouTube, look, super excited by Genie. I'm blown away by, you know, spent a lot of time creating this incredible worlds. I think it's going to have a wide level of applicability. I think area where we shine in general is multimodality and representing the real world, and I think Genie is a further step in that direction in terms of building world models. All the innovation we are doing, be it our Imagine, VO, Lyria, Genie, all that work we bring into our products and to our cloud customers, and YouTube is going to be a natural place for creators. We are going to keep incorporating these tools. Already creators are responding by adopting these, but we do want to put creators at the center of the experience, and that's very, very important to us.
I'm at the center.
And you know, so it's for us making sure YouTube is a voice for creator expression is the foundation by which we will approach this.
Creator expression.
Great.
You heard it.
Your next question comes from Eric Sheridan with Goldman Sachs. Your line is now open.
Thanks so much for taking the question. Two, if I could. Over the last couple of earnings calls, we've talked a lot about imbalances between demand and capacity for AI, both internally and externally. With the step function change in absolute capital dollars you're projecting now in 26, can you talk about the pathway to closing the gaps for the need for compute, both internally and externally, and how to think about some of the outputs of closing that gap as the year progresses? And again, the second part would be against that level of spend that you're now projecting for 26. How do you think about continuing to find operating efficiencies inside the business to fund those growth investments as well? Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. You know, you are right, and you know we've been supply constrained even as we've been ramping up our capacity. Obviously, you know, our CapEx spend this year is an eye towards the future, and you have to keep in mind some of the time horizons are increasing in the supply chain, etc. So we are constantly planning for the long term and working towards that. And obviously, how we close the gap this year is a function of what we have done in the prior years, right? And so there is that time delay to keep in mind. I expect, you know, the demand we are seeing across the board, you know, across our services, what we need to invest for future work for Google DeepMind, as well as for cloud, I think is exceptionally strong. And so I do expect to go through the year in a supply-constrained way. And maybe Anat can touch on the second part.
Sure. Thanks, Eric, for the question. I've mentioned on one of the previous earnings call our approach to how we look at efficiency and productivity. And we don't view this as an episodic one-time project or effort, but rather how we run the business on a regular basis and always seek additional opportunities to drive efficiency across the business. And certainly with the demand we're seeing, whether it's from external customers or across the organization, the more capital we can free up within the organization to invest, the better we can turn this flywheel of making investments to drive future growth. And we're doing this across the organization, whether it's within our technical infrastructure. Certainly when we invest at these amounts, we look at how we can ensure that we are the most efficient with every dollar that goes towards our technical infrastructure. There are scientific innovation that are part of that process. Technical innovation, as you know, and we've mentioned before, we primarily focus on construction of our own data centers. We do partner with some external parties on lease on occasion, but most of our data center we construct ourselves. And we ensure that we do it in the most efficient way, in a way that matches our workloads and our needs. We look at coding productivity that Sundar mentioned in the past. About 50% of our codes are written by agents, coding agents, which are then reviewed by our own engineers. But certainly it helps our engineers do more, move faster with the current footprint. We look at how we run the business across the organization. So using AI within the business to drive daily operations. It can be all the way from the engineering team to small teams within our back office. Even within my finance team, for example, we deployed agents within our treasury organization. We're deploying agents within how we pay and reconcile invoice, et cetera. So there are opportunities across the business that we evaluate on a regular basis to ensure we can free up more of that capacity to invest in our future.
Your next question comes from Doug Anuth with JP Morgan. Your line is now open.
Thanks for taking questions. I have two. Over the last couple of years, we've seen considerable large language model leapfrogging, and many expect that to continue. What are the ways that Google can build and maintain its Gemini position around data and distribution and product integration? And then how should we think about the potential for TPUs to move outside of Google Cloud and into external data centers and develop as an incremental revenue stream? Thank you.
Doug, look, I think the LLM frontier, it's been an exciting trajectory, and I think 2026 will continue to show that progress. We're obviously improving these models across many paradigms, right? On pre-training, post-training, test time compute, and so on. And we are bringing multimodal models into the picture. We are bringing agentic capabilities. The coding area is showing a lot of progress, and obviously integrating all of this together and offering a great customer experience through our products as well as through our APIs to our cloud customers. To me, it feels like there's a lot of headroom ahead. And as you've seen our trajectory over the past 2 years in terms of how we've been making progress, I think we are in a very, very relentless innovation cadence, and I think we are confident about maintaining that momentum as we go through 26. In terms of TPUs, I would think about it as it's reflected in our overall part of what makes Google Cloud an attractive choice is the wide choice of accelerators we bring to bear here, and we meet customers in terms of what their needs are and the choice, as well as other things we bring as part of Google Cloud, the end-to-end efficiencies in our data centers, all of that comes to bear. And that's what you see in the strong momentum in Google Cloud. And given the overall investment we are making, we expect to be able to drive that momentum there. So that's how I would think about it.
Thank you, Sundar.
Your next question comes from Mark Mahaney with Evercore. Your line is now open.
Thanks. Two questions. One, could you just comment a little bit on the YouTube ad revenue, that 9% year-over-year growth? It sounded like direct response was good, and it sounded like from search that retail came in relatively strong. So it's a little surprising that didn't kind of come through in the YouTube ads revenue growth. And then, Sundar, can I ask you to try to get ahead of a debate in the market, which is there's kind of maybe at a DeepSeek moment again. You talked earlier about Gemini being the AI engine for some of the most successful software SaaS companies out there in the world, and it just seems like there's a market belief that these software companies are kind of losing seat power, losing pricing power, and it looks like it'd be a really terrible customer base. I can't imagine that that's actually going to happen, but could you just talk about it? You're at the forefront of AI and the impact that that's having on software companies. Why wouldn't that be, or why would it be undermining the economics of your large software SaaS company base? Thanks.
So, Mark, first of all, thank you for the question. For the full year 2025, our YouTube's annual revenue surpassed $60 billion across ads and subscription. In Q4, YouTube ads was driven indeed
I just
by
placed
strong growth
$100,000 on a trade
on the brand
with
side, as Anat shared, the largest
Google.
factor
Standby.
negatively impacting the year-over-year growth rate was lapping the strong spend on U.S. elections. We also saw a slight impact in some other brand-related verticals.
Just done a $100,000 trade.
I think it's important to think about
I just thought it
YouTube
might be
ads
quite
and subs
entertaining for you
holistically, because when a user shifts from being an ad-supported user to YouTube Music and Premium customer, it has a slightly negative impact on YouTube ads revenues, but a positive impact on our business. And we had strong revenue growth in YouTube subscriptions this quarter, particularly in the YouTube Music and Premium category. Maybe the interesting part is what we're actually excited about, our roadmap in brand, the opportunity on connected TVs, more innovative ad formats. For example, the shoppable mastheads I spoke about earlier that we piloted during Cyber 5. We're working really, really hard to further connect brands and creators, scaling sponsorships, and enabling advertisers to showcase their products, their
I'm down
services during
$100.
high visibility spotlight moments.
$100,000 trade.
We continue to expand the functionality of the Creator Partnership Hub, making it a lot easier for brands to actually find creators and develop campaigns. We're heavily focusing on brand deals, on measurement efforts. So there's a lot of interesting work in the pipeline. And on top of that, we actually see opportunity also for upside with performance advertising. There's a lot of momentum with demand gen adoption across small and medium advertisers. We're
This
also
is
excited about the
300
opportunity
shares,
for
$100,000 trade,
direct response,
live on the
for example,
show.
shoppable formats, including in the living
We're down
room,
255,
which is then helping drive strength in retail, the continued momentum in shorts, and so on. So overall, we're quite excited. Yeah.
Great. And Mark, on in terms of Gemini adoption and how what this
down
means
4,
for
5,
SaaS,
6.
etc. Look, at least from my vantage point, I definitely see we have very, very good SaaS customers who are leaders in their respective categories. And what I see the successful companies doing is they are definitely incorporating Gemini deeply in critical workflows, be it on improving their product experience and driving growth, or using it to drive efficiency within their organizations. And I think it is an enabling tool, just like it has been an enabling tool for us across our products and services, be it search, YouTube, etc. I think the companies who are seizing the moment, I think, have the same opportunity ahead. And at least we are excited about the partnerships we have there, and the momentum. If I look at it in terms of their tokens usage, etc., the growth has been very robust in Q4.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from Mark Shmulik with AllianceBernstein. Your line is now open.
Yes, thanks for taking the questions. Two, if I may. The first for Anat is, can you talk a little bit more about the relationship between investment levels and how you kind of expect core performance to trend? Is there like an operating income or a free cash flow objective that you solve towards, or how do you think about greenlighting resources and projects? And then the second question is for all of you. A year ago, we probably could have guessed the answer to this question. But given where we are today, for each of you, what keeps you up at night here as you think about the Google story and what's next? Thanks.
I'll just take this.
Thanks, Mark. Let me start with a question on the investment framework, and it's an important one, and as you can imagine, an important one for us as well. We have a highly rigorous framework that we use internally where we look at all the needs for investment, whether it's from our own organization or from external customers, and have an estimate of what that investment could potentially yield, obviously not just near term, but long term as well. So we take that into consideration when we make the following decision. The first one is the total investment that we make across the company. This was, for example, in 2025, the $91 billion we invested in CapEx, and our estimate for CapEx investment this year. So what's the total envelope that we want to invest to ensure that we can drive both near-term and long-term growth for the company? And then the second way we use that framework is to just allocate these funds across the organization, determine where we should make these investments. And throughout the year, as you can imagine, we always look to understand where things are moving, whether it's the external dynamics or internal dynamics. And I've mentioned some of the supply chain pressures we're seeing externally. So we look at this with a highly rigorous framework to make sure that we're making the right decision. You know, it was exciting to see the fact that we're already monetizing, and you saw it in the results that we've just issued this quarter, the investments that we've made in AI. It's already delivering results across the business. I know in cloud, it's very obvious external, but you've heard the comments on the success we're seeing in search, the comments from Sundar and from Philip, and then the frontier model development that really serves as the foundation for the organization. We then also look at just the cash flow generation, and the health of our financials and the balance sheet. That's important as well. So we take that into consideration when we make the decision about the overall level of investment. We want to make sure we do it in a fiscally responsible way and that we invest appropriately, but we do it in a way that maintains a very healthy financial position for the organization.
And yeah, maybe I can answer on what keeps us up at night. Look, I think overall we've been on this AI first trajectory for over a decade now, and it's what we've been methodically thinking our way through. It's the reason why we've been working on TPUs for over a decade, as an example. But I think specifically at this moment, maybe the top question, is definitely around compute capacity, all the constraints, be it power, land, supply chain constraints. How do you ramp up to meet this extraordinary demand for this moment? Get our investments right for the long term, and do it all in a way that we are driving efficiencies and doing it in a world-class way. And so that's where I think we are meeting the moment well, and but it's definitely an area where I'm spending a lot of time on.
Your next question comes from Michael Nathanson with MoffettNathanson. Your line is now open.
Thanks. I have one for Sundar and one for Anat. Sundar, you mentioned Universal Commerce Protocol a bunch of times. I wonder if you could spend some time talking about the rationale for developing it, the opportunity that you see it solves for, and what it means for the product discovery funnel for consumers. And then for Anat, any color you can provide on a CapEx guide between longer duration assets like buildings and infrastructure and shorter cycle assets like technical equipment. That'd be helpful. Thanks.
Thanks, Michael. Obviously, people go through a lot of commercial journeys across many of our surfaces, search, YouTube, Gemini app, and so on. So I think there's, as well as we support through cloud and ads, our entire retail partners as well. And the opportunity to, improve the experience, I think can be a kind of a huge foundational uplift here. But it's important to be approaching it, keeping in mind that our users, as well as merchants here, and figuring out that value. Part of what's been good in designing the Universal Commerce Protocol is it makes it much easier for users to complete transactions, but at the same time, it allows merchants to help showcase the range of their offerings if they want to make promotions, etc. So all of that is built into the protocol. And I think you have to get that value prop for the ecosystem right to make the experience better. And so it's foundational. And more importantly, we are now implementing the protocols, and our Gemini models are making progress in those agentic capabilities. And I think so I'm excited about a future where, as people are going through discovery, searching, finding new things, if they're interested in acting upon it, all of that is seamless. And so it overall creates an expansionary moment.
And the question with regards to the CapEx and the kind of what makes up the total that we've announced for this year and last year, approximately 60% of our investment in 2025, and it's going to be fairly similar in 2026, went towards machines, so the servers, and then 40% is what you refer to as long duration assets, which is our data centers and networking equipment. And I think you're probably referring to the depreciation delta between them. Those long-term duration assets depreciate over, the building could be 40 years or longer. Other components may be less than that. Another important component is how we allocate this CapEx. And we've commented in the past about the allocation of our ML compute across the business. And for 2026, just over half of our ML compute is expected to go towards the cloud business.
Thank you so much.
Your next question comes from Ross Sandler with Barclays. Your line is now open.
Great. Just a question on the native Gemini 750 million. So we added 100 million MAUs in the fourth quarter. Could you just talk high level about usage and retention of native Gemini? And is this 750 the right way to measure your progress against companies like ChatGPT, or is there another cohort of users that aren't in that 750 that maybe we should also consider? Thanks a lot.
Ross, I think we definitely saw, I would say, extraordinary period of growth in Q4 for Gemini app. It's not just the growth in monthly active users, but there is definitely, there was a sharp increase in engagement per user on the app. So all the metrics, be it active usage, the intensity of usage, retention, all showed distinct progress across iOS, web, Android, etc., and geographically globally. So it, definitely all the product experience improvements, the work we did with Nano Banana, the progress with the Gemini models, all translated into strong momentum, and that momentum is continuing. So we are excited about that, and we'll continue to invest. Obviously, there are many people who are getting a deeply AI native experience in the context of AI mode in search as well, and we are definitely seeing strong growth and progress. And the introduction of Gemini 3 in AI mode was a very positive driver as well. And obviously, we'll continue to evolve these experiences, and I'm excited about the opportunities there.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from Ken Goralski with Wells Fargo. Your line is now open.
Thank you very much. Two, if I may, both on search. First, could you walk us through how you are evolving your views on the monetization of AI search activity, given the more conversational nature and longer periods of engagement per session? Consumer utility is increasingly driven by the on-platform results, not specifically the link outs and referrals. In that construct, how do you think about increasing the revenue opportunity to match the consumer utility? Is this increasingly where premium subscriptions play? And then question two, and it's related, as you think about partnerships such as the new Apple partnership on Siri, how do you think about the right way to align for success with those partners? Previously, as disclosed in the DOJ documents, et cetera, it was a revenue share relationship. But now, if you think about the utility that you're driving through AI search and through Gemini on those platforms, it may be less related to the actual search, quote unquote, search revenue. Could you just talk a little bit about how you align with partners for success there? Thank you.
So first of all, it may be worthwhile to say that the acceleration we saw in the search was not due to a single driver, but was really the result of many different parts of our business showing strength and working well together. And maybe I quickly add the vertical perspective: retail, finance, health drove actually the greatest contribution to search revenue, though nearly every major vertical actually accelerated in Q4. More specifically to your question, the ongoing innovation is, as you know, core to what we do, and the enhancements to the user and the advertiser experience really continue to drive our performance. And we make hundreds of these changes every quarter. We see AI overviews and AI mode continue to drive greater search usage and growth in overall queries, including important and commercial queries. Gemini-based improvements in search ads help us better match queries and craft creatives for advertisers. I talked about the understanding of intent and how this has significantly expanded our ability to deliver ads on longer and more complex searches that were frankly previously difficult to monetize. AI Max, for example, is already used by hundreds of thousands of advertisers and continues to unlock billions of net new queries in that sense. We see strength with SMB advertisers expanding their budgets and adopting automation tools, leading to better ROI. On the creative side, we're using Gemini to generate millions of creative assets via text customization in AI Max and PMax and so on. So we're very pleased with what we're seeing here.
And our last question comes from Justin Post with Bank of America. Your line is now open.
Great. Just want to follow up on the Gemini app. Obviously, great growth there. Are you seeing any cannibalization of search as far as activity as people start using that app more? And then second, on monetization, where are you on that? And with agentic and other ads coming, could that be incremental to your growth over the next few years? Thank you.
Right now, overall, I think we are giving people choice. People are obviously using search, experiencing AI overviews and AI mode as part of it, and Gemini app as well. And the combination of all of that, I think, creates an expansionary moment. I think it's expanding the type of queries people do with Google overall. And so overall, some of it all is what we see as a growth opportunity. And, we haven't seen any evidence of cannibalization there. And maybe Philip can comment on the monetization.
Yeah, I think Sundar previously commented on agentic and how we think about it. And look, in general, as with all of our products, we really focus first and foremost on creating a great user experience. And we're very excited about where we are with the ads and AI overviews and early experiments in AI mode, including innovations like direct offers and our roadmap for the future. In terms of the Gemini app today, we are focused on a free tier and subscriptions and seeing great growth, as Sundar discussed. But ads have always been part of scaling products to reach billions of people. And if done well, ads can be really valuable and helpful commercial information. And at the right moment, we'll share any plans. But as we've said, we're not rushing anything here.
Thank you. And that concludes our question and answer session for today. I'd like to turn the conference back over to Jim Friedland for any further remarks.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us today. We look forward to speaking with you again on our first quarter 2026 call. Thank you and have a good evening.
Okay, so we've got a trade in play here. What I'm doing here is I just did $100,000 and then I did another $64,000 on Google. I'm looking at the broader picture where crypto is bouncing, the S&P and their report, not just on the numbers, but the overall momentum for the next half an hour. I want to see if I can just make a quick couple of $1,000 just so I can buy some more XRP on the way down. So we're just in the middle of that trade at the moment. It's a live trade in play. It's $164,000. There, you can see it there. Look, 500 shares of Google. The number I'm looking for on the screen is 337 for all lots to be up. There's two lots of 100,000, 64,000. Two lots, the 337 will take me to a winning position on all the two lots. We're getting a bit of a bounce. It might not come tonight now. It looks a bit flat now, but you never know. It's a bit late in the evening now. This often happens at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'll be up now watching this. But I like what I heard there from Google, and this is a favorite of Warren Buffett's as well. But just catching a momentum trade. It's not really a value trade. It's expensive. It's 33 times earnings. It's a very, very expensive stock at the moment. But I think there's a good chance I can make myself a couple of $1,000 on this. But we'll see what happens. All right. This is just a momentum trade. No one should copy me. You shouldn't do this trade at all. It's not high risk, but it can be if you are heavily laden in margin. So I'm watching multiple screens, multiple sources. That's why my head's all over the place to see. I might, if we suddenly drop 3%, 4%, I'll double the position and take it to $300,000. But I'm just keeping my eye on it, see where it's going. As you can see, down $3,000 at the moment. That will drop to 4.5, 5,000 quickly. Here we go. And as it drops, I could double the position to 300,000, and then if not 600,000. So let's just watch it a minute. Let's see what happens. If you just tuned in, please tap the like button and consider subscribing. Let's go to some comments on the screen. Sometimes I don't look at the percentage, but the overall the profit as a number. So if it's 100 profit, I take it to the bank the profit. Not sure if it's the right strategy. No, it's all about percentages. It's not about how much money you've got, because that was why we decided to ban MSK, because all he ever talked about was how much money he's got. It's not important. It puts people off who've only got $5. If you've got $5 and you make 10%, you make 10%. And if you keep doing that over and over again, eventually you are like I am today. Remember, I started with $5,000 and no income, and now I'm doing $600,000 trades. You keep winning. You keep doing small percentages. That's the key. It's not how much money is in the trade. It's about the percentage. I'm just paying close attention to all my positions. We're down 3.6. Let's have a look. Already had my Google in the red. Eek said widget. Me or you? Oosh said Dalish. Mike C. Big money can make bigger money, not a level playing field. No, I don't agree with that at all, Mike. It's got nothing to do with the amount of money. It's the percentage. It's got nothing to do with it at all. I'm looking for a 3 or 4% gain here. That's all. And I was doing 3 or 4% gains with $10, then 100, then 1,000, now 300,000. It's exactly the same. Just keep doing it over and over again. Always buy quality, understand the value, and make the percentage gain. It's really that simple. I told you about Tilray, that it had no value. It was worthless, and all these type of things. Yeah, very few people are going to drop 600 grand on Google. They would be happy to drop 600 grand on a horse, or 600 grand on Binky Bonk or Fartcoin, but to invest it on a good business with a good balance sheet, they wouldn't do that, because they go, what's the point? I'm only going to make 3%. Well, you keep making 3%. Eventually you do $1 million trade and you make 30 grand in 5 minutes. So there you go. Higher the risk, higher the reward. Yeah, but again, I'm not really taking a risk here. Yes, obviously. Said Sensei, doesn't make much sense. What doesn't make much sense? Making 4% profit. Why doesn't that make sense? I do it over and over and over and over again, day in, day out, and now I've got 600 grand to play with. How does that not make sense? I'm done with you all. Okay, well, okay, that's a bit silly. What are you doing that for, Mike? Investing is gambling. Terrible ideology. Yeah, I don't think investing is gambling at all. Speaking of percentages, I'm down 0.53, expecting much worse. Expected much worse. Small, yeah. So this might not happen tonight now. That's okay. We'll have to pick it up tomorrow. I expect it to happen at 2 a.m. It's one of those nights where I can think I'm going to have to be up. But that's okay. If I have to be up, I have to be up. But I want to make a couple of $1,000s on this trade. It's gone a little bit quiet now. I'm sort of seeing any news coming from anywhere else. There's great earnings. Yeah, revenue tops 6. Let me look at the cloud revenue rises 48%. Yeah, this can do a 10% pop. I've seen it time and time again. So let me look at Google's forward PE after this. 32. Yeah, it's very expensive now. Very expensive. People taking profit down $4,000. PE it's 32.46. Short interest 0.93. Yeah, there's no short interest here. Valuation's expensive. Yes, it is. It's F. Growth is B. Profitability is A+. Momentum is A. Yeah. It's all good. It's just the valuation. That's okay. That is okay. But everything else, growth is B, profitability is A+, momentum is A, and revisions is B. Yeah, this might take a while. It won't come out tonight, I don't think now. Short interest 0.93, yield going forward 0.25, forward PE 32, EPS, earnings per share forward 10.6. That's good. You're all spamming the chat. Said Widget. Keep up the good work, mate. Thank you, the real one. Martyn, I'm happy to see you here. You are an honest person. Thank you, Ab. Wow, lots of negativity tonight. Is there negativity going on in the chat? I've not been paying attention. What's been going on? If you're not interested, why bother writing a post? Well done, Martyn. Good to see you're still here. Yeah. Who's being negative? Is there people in the chat being negative? I mean, what's the point of that? What good does it serve being negative? Down $5,000 now. This could be down $20,000. It's a $300,000 trade, $160,000 trade. So wow, lots of negativity tonight. I didn't see any of it. Maybe earnings pricing over the last 4 weeks. Martyn, so any updates on your channel status? I'll know by tomorrow afternoon. 72 hours will be up. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, we are going through a bit of an issue at the minute. Bit of nonsense going on the channel, which we're having to deal with, which we're dealing with.
I can't believe this!
At Poptree has become a member.
Okay, I've got a bit of information here. Let me just check this out. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's all good. Okay. What are they telling me? Nothing at all. Okay. Delete that. Dashboard. Yeah, we've got an ongoing thing. It'll be complete by tomorrow, 72 hours. So I'll let you know tomorrow. That's why we've made sure that we have alerted all the Lucas aides. So we are active now on all accounts because I expect to lose this channel in 72 hours, which is tomorrow afternoon. Or at least get a flag. We're in the middle of a dispute at the moment, but that's fine. We're dealing with it. But in fact, what I'm going to do is come out of this screen here a minute. Let's come out of this screen. Show you this screen here so it's easier. I'll do it on another screen. Okay, so we'll come back to there. So it's easier. Going to wrap this up. If we can have a production 18 meeting, Vaz, Sensei, and KC after this, please. Let's have a look what we got here. Maybe he's priced in. Your mod demotion. What do you mean, Terry Rose? What's a mod demotion? Who's been? Oh, I am the one. What's going on? What do you mean a mod demotion? You are the bee's knees. Thank you, the real one. New member, thank you. Great to see you here, top man. I've been here for over 4 years, and I'm the negative one. What's going on? Demotion, Terry. Why? What's going on? What is going on? Can someone tell me what's going on? I think Mike and Sensei should have a private call. I'm sure Sensei and Mike can take care of themselves. They don't need me to assist that. Messages can be taken out of context. Agree? What's going on? Yes, they can. Peace in power, Martyn. Enjoyed your revealing work this morning. Thank you. I'm really glad you enjoyed that. Right, now we're getting a bounce back on Google very quickly. There might be a trade in it tonight. It's 3... What did I say the number was? 337, I think it was. We'll come back to it if it comes into play. Martyn Lucas, enjoyed your revealing work. I've been with XRP since 2017, 17 cents. Thank you for exposing it all. I knew I knew when it was just XRP in the lawsuit that something wasn't okay. You're dead right, yeah. Martyn, how long do you think that before the market shifts from Bitcoin to XRP in light of the information you provided this morning? I don't know how long it will take. I've no idea, but the time will come, the day will come, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin goes to nothing and XRP just replaces it. I mean, there's no value in Bitcoin. They just, if you can't convince people to buy it, then Michael Saylor's going to be the biggest loser in history. Recap on drama, chat, please. I'm not following. Well, no, we're not going to do what if there's a problem in the chat. I'll let people deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. Mods going at it. Not bad at anyone, just opinions. That's right. I mean, we've got grown-ups having a conversation. They can say what they want as long as they're not rude, and that's fine. So anyway, we're not gonna keep drama. We've got enough drama. We've got enough rogue members who've gone stupid, and we threw them. We got rid of them. So we're not gonna have any nonsense. Why even got mad on a YouTube chat? What are you going about? Bitcoin seems like a dirty coin to me. Yeah, it's pointless, I think. Now, once this news gets digested, it's just a piece of nothing. Right, Google's bouncing back fast. So we are looking for the trade. That poor sob sailor. He's. I mean, it's not going to affect him though. It's a company. He's got private wealth, separate the business. He can walk away, leave strategy owing trillions. I mean, it wouldn't even hurt him. I mean, he's paid himself billions. He just walks away and goes, stuff it. It's not going to hurt him, is it? It's not his own personal wealth, is it? Bitcoin seems like a dirty coin. Opinions like everyone's got one. That poor sob sailor. Yeah, we need to be positive because Martyn is trying to help us all. I am trying to do my best. Yes, we've had lots of issues to deal with recently, and that's just the way it goes. As you get bigger, people want to have a go at you and create nonsense and stuff. That's up to them, isn't it? Soggy Sodder, Adam, I'm not sure I know what that means. Okay. Respectfully all the time. Respectfully, number one rule. Absolutely right. Okay, well, I'm going to continue this trade off air because just going to be staring at it. I mean, it's just like, not very entertaining, is it, folks? So as I wrap this up, let me come out of there a minute. Okay. Reading a few messages coming in from different sources. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do, how many people we got watching? I got a big $160,000 trade here. So what I'd like to do is, as we finish, I'd like to invite you to a few things if you'd like to, if you're interested. So first of all, if you want to follow me on X and Instagram, it's there. If you want the shop for my off merchandise, there it is in the shop. There it is. And if you want Discord and you want my trades and video private calls and stuff like that, you can get my trades. It's 90% discount. It's just a couple of bucks. Keeps bots and trolls out. We've only got a handful of founder members left on Discord now. There's only, I think, 6 founder members left. 99% now are all premium members doing all the live videos every day and all that stuff. So the Discord is it's transferring. It's growing all the time. There's 600 members. Oh, sorry, 700 members now. So if you want to do on Discord, it's only a couple of bucks, and you get the one-on-one video calls, or you get all my trades, one-on-one support, help. There's loads of stuff going on. People playing games, doing all kinds of things. Sensei pops in. We have great conversations. We're on there now, sort of about 20% of the time that we are on YouTube. It's it's becoming a serious part of the strategy. So if you want Discord, there it is. Now, when you go in, the first thing you got to do is send me a friend request, because somebody will pretend to be me and all the rest of it and just try to scam you. So make sure that you do go in, you send me a friend request, I will accept it, and then you will be following the right person, and then you won't be misled. All right. If you want the newsletter, Sensei's running right now. You saw how powerful that was this morning. There it is. If you want the membership, be a member of the channel, it's a couple of bucks. Ask Mike. He's been a member for 4 years. It's been $2.99 for 4 years. It's never gone up, never will go up. No inflation, and we add new perks to the memberships all the time. Never take anything away. Never increase the price. Not even inflation. It's a thank you to those who are members on day one. They get it for life at that price. Okay, as you know, everyone who bought the membership did. Yeah, it's popping up again. Yeah. It's got a ways to go, though. No, it's moving now.
At Josh Monroe 4,520 tipped $2 through Super Chat. It's popping up again.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 2 lots. I bought 2 lots. They'll be both sold together. It's just a quick trade. 2,800. I was down at nearly $8,000 a moment ago. So, yeah, I bought 2 lots. The first lot, then I bought another lot. Just to lower the average, so the first lot would make money quicker than the second lot. But I'm not planning on doing that. I just wanted to buy more of it when it went down and then sell the whole lot as one lot. So as long as it goes, both lots are in the green, I'll sell it. I expect to make about, from the amount I've got now, probably $5,000, maybe, something like that. Of course, 1,000 will go to the tax man. That's fine. I don't mind that. Yeah. It's, are we going to get there live on the show? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure there's enough momentum. It will require a bit more volume, which I don't think we've got now. Anyway, it'd be good to see it, wouldn't it? Anyone calling in on this session? Anyone calling in? You can call in if you want to, as long as you're a member. There's the live video call in. Call in. Call in. There you go. If you want to call in, you can. All right. Anyone calling in? Google, let's go. Yeah. Down 1.67 at the minute. Can I play devil's advocate and ask Sensei, how is what Martyn just did with this trade not gambling? How is it not gambling? Because it's very simple, really. If you walk into a casino and you put money on red or black, it's completely random.
I can't believe this.
In a few moments.
Susan Buckley 2,267 has become a member.
Thank you very much indeed, Susan. If you go into a casino and choose red or black, in 5 minutes, they're going to give you the answer. You might win, you might lose. Your money's gone. That's it. You can't say, well, can I wait until it's red? Can I wait until it's black? No, you can't. We're going to say red or black in 10 seconds. So in 10 seconds, you win or lose. I have just heard great things from a business. I know its value and where it's going. Okay, so if I don't win tonight, I will win tomorrow. That's the difference between gambling and investing. I waited for the earnings report. The market overreacted. It overbought. So we've got volatility inside the trade. We've got a great growth of business. We've got a good balance sheet. It's a solid business, and it can easily go up 10% from here. So it's not a gamble because I know it's going there. So it's like, I know it's red. Whereas if you pick red or black, in 5 minutes, they'll choose red or black. And if it's black, you lose. Now, if this goes down 10%, I just buy more. I double my position. All right. I don't mind going up to $1 million. At the end of the day, I know that the value is going up. So all I've got to do is wait for it to go up, and I want to sell it. Now, sometimes I want to own a business. I want to own a business when it's 17 times earnings. At 33 times earnings, it's just a quick momentum trade. It's a quick $4,000 just because. All right? That's it. So it's not gambling. It's not gambling at all. I have bought a business which will go up 10%. That's not a gamble. That's a fact, because the valuation is there. The numbers were right. That's why we cover the earnings. So a gamble is a guaranteed win or lose. This is a guaranteed win. It might not happen today, but it will happen. So that's it. Does that explain the difference between a gamble and an investment? Yeah. There we go. I just added you as a friend on Discord, mate. Oh, okay. Anyone who joins Discord now, I'll onboard you. So if you want to get all my trades, the live video calls, we are in the middle of a trade. It's got to go to 337 for me to win on all lots, which is 2. So if you send me a friend, if you want to join Discord now, I'll do onboarding right now. Agreed, RB. Okay, you can agree with RB, Mike. That's fine. But you're wrong. Okay, so you can agree. Everyone can agree with anybody. You can agree with anyone you like, but it doesn't mean it doesn't mean it's true. N-phase went straight up today. Yes, indeed. N-phase. I told you 100% N-phase was going to $100. People laughed at me. At $24, it's now $51. So if you'd bought that, you'd have 100% profit. How many of you bought that when I said it was going from 24 to 100? That's 100% profit. You've doubled your money. It's not rocket science. The balance sheet shows you what they earn. They crushed on margins, and that's it. So, it doesn't matter if you agree with me or not, right? You can think what you want. You can think that, you can think the world's flat. It doesn't mean it is. In buying a business, when you know what its growth is not gambling. It's understanding the balance sheet and then buying it. It's not really, There we go. RB. Sure, RB. Martyn bought a quality company for a trade. If it does go down, it will hold long term. I'll double my position, actually. Do you think Google will go bankrupt, RB? But he wants to trade, Sensei. Yes, I do. I do want to trade. Doesn't have to happen tonight, does it? Yeah. If it goes down, I just double my position. And then I double it again. And then I can sell the lots. So, yeah, I'm not going to lose money. I'm not starting losing money tonight. I mean, what's the sense of that? Anyway. Hello, Tony. Hello. Yes, that's fine. How's it gambling? Worst case, he holds greater company. Yeah. Yeah. Worst case scenario, I hold it for a day, a week. Either way, I'm going to make 10%. RB. There you go. He's got it. He's got it. Sensei, but that is not what his intent was. What do you mean? What's my intent? My intent's to make money. Yeah, I wanted to trade it straight away in all this momentum. It hasn't happened yet. What are you going to say in a minute if it pops up right now? You're going to say, okay, fair enough. I mean, what happens if it suddenly goes up now 10% and I sell it? Do you all say, okay, well, fair enough? What if it goes down 10% and I double up, which I said I would. What part of that doesn't make any sense? So if it goes up, I win. If it goes down, I win. It makes no difference. If we are being honest, he said he wanted to make, I did. Is anyone making up any stories? I do want to make a quick $3,000. Yes, I do. Because I'm seeing the momentum, but the momentum's slowing down, but it doesn't matter. I didn't buy it if I don't win tonight, I lose all my money. It's not red or black, and I've got to leave in 5 minutes. They're shutting the casino, and I've just lost all my money. Did it? It's a straightforward. It's just buying a great business and trading it now or wait until tomorrow. I mean, I don't know why is everyone so bothered about what's going on here? What's going on here tonight? You can buy more, and that's what I'm saying. More money put in to get out. Yeah, but why have I got more money, Mike? I've got more money because I've been doing this for 4 years, buying and selling, making profit, building from 5,000 to 300,000 to 600,000. I mean, what? And it doesn't matter. If someone did the same thing, I mean, anyone sitting watching here now could have bought Google as a fractional trade for $10 and done exactly the same trade at exactly the same percentage. So what you're saying, Mike, it doesn't matter. If someone's got $10 and they do 10% and they make $1, that doesn't count. It only counts if you do it with 160,000. Well, that doesn't make any sense. And that's also making everybody feel pointless and useless and worthless. I mean, when I started, I was doing trades for $1. But 10% is 10%. It doesn't matter how much it is. That was a problem with MSK while we kicked him out. He kept doing that. Oh, it's all about how much money you got. It's got nothing to do with money. It's the percentage. 10% is 10%. And eventually, 10% becomes $1 million. Remember I said, when I get to $1 million, which I will do, that's $100,000 a year at 10%. Is $100,000 a year not worth showing up for? Of course it bloody is. $100,000 a year is, double the average salary. And I haven't got to do anything. So anyway. But you can buy more, and that's what I'm saying. More money but yeah, of course I can buy more because I've spent time building up my portfolio. So could you? Everyone here can do the same thing. Everyone. I'm not doing anything clever. All right. I don't care what the intent is. It doesn't mean it's gambling. Worst case, he holds a great company. That's right. Okay, I'm wrong. Yeah, well, you are wrong. You can disagree and say, well, that's my opinion, and that's fine. You can say 2 + 2 is 7 if you want. That's what you think. That's your opinion. But the fact of the matter is, it's not gambling because I know what the value of the business is, and I'm going to win 100%. And the only way I'm not going to win is if Google never goes past 337 ever. So in other words, it goes bankrupt. Well, we just heard the balance sheet. We know what the cash on the book is. You can't go bankrupt when you have all that amount of cash. You just can't. So even if they make no more business and they just sit there with their cash and earn 4%, I'm going to get my money back. So unless they're going to set fire to their own money and blow up Google on purpose, and I see my opinion doesn't count here anymore. What are you saying that for? What do you mean your opinion doesn't count? It's not opinion, is it? It's not an opinion. This is it's not an opinion, is it? It's investing. It's not gambling, is it? We all get things wrong. Yeah, I mean, what do you mean your opinion doesn't matter? Don't become another flipping Stacy and flipping who else was it? Vanessa and bloody all that lot. Don't join that club for God's sake, Mike. You're better than that, mate. That's silly. If you want to go down that road of them, I don't know. There's about 6 people just moaning all the time, and we got rid of them. It's just ridiculous. Some people I've noticed some people have not enjoyed the growth of the channel. It all started when Saab was saying, I don't know why anyone's tipping Martyn Lucas when he got to 100,000. It was horrible. Never forget that day. And that's when it all started to go weird. And Mike, you're the last of the old guard. The rest have gone. Yes. You're my mate. I hope that doesn't happen to you. That'd be horrible. Anyway, if I disagree, I'm wrong. Well, you're not. Some things are facts, aren't they? Some things are facts. It's not about being right or wrong. Some things are wrong. I mean, anyway, what have you said that's wrong? What? I don't even know what you've said that's wrong. A fact is a fact, an opinion is an opinion. If you ask a question, be prepared for a fact. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't even know what Mike's upset about. I've noticed that, Mike, differing opinions aren't as welcome as they once were. God, what's going up here? I've noticed that, Mike. Differing opinions aren't as welcome as they once were. What do you mean they're not welcome? Name another YouTube show where the guy on the camera answers every single question. Answers every question and everyone gets listened to. I could just go off and trade stocks, but I'm answering your questions. Go and watch any channel, unless there's 5 people watching and there's nobody there. Go and watch Fight Channel. Nobody watches him. He gets 1 view a video. Go and watch him. He'll talk to you. But, I'm talking to every single person and you're saying, well, it's not welcome anymore. Well, I'm talking to you right now, aren't I? Anyway, no, they are not, said Mike. You're not welcome. What the hell? I'm here to watch this trade now. Let's go. Yeah, I want to see it too. Who said they aren't? Nobody. No one, Sensei. A quick gamble to make fast money was your intent. It wasn't a gamble. I'm happy to own the business. I'm not buying rubbish, hoping it goes up. I'm not buying red, hoping it becomes black. I'm buying a business that I can stay and hold, and if it doesn't go up, I've got it anyway. How is that a gamble? It's not a gamble, is it? Anyway, people do not have the margin or the money to keep buying in to get the cost down to bail. What do you mean to bail myself out? Of course you do. Of course you do. If you have $10, RB, you buy here for $1, here for $1, here for $1, you can do exactly the same trade with $10. Why is everybody getting so defensive because I'm now making some money? Why are people doing that? Ask yourself why you're doing that, I would. I mean, that's silly. That's absolutely silly. If you've got $10 and you put $1 here, 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 all the way down, you've done exactly what I've just done. Exactly the same. Why aren't people happy that I'm investing and showing you how it works? What is wrong with that? It's not getting to bail. It's got nothing to do with bail yourself out. I mean, that would be silly. If I was guessing, see, if you're a gambler and you've got $1 million and you go put $100,000 on red, oh I lost. Put $100,000 on black, oh I lost. Well, eventually lose all your money because you're just guessing. You're gambling, and that's a silly, silly thing to do. I'm not doing that. I'm buying a business that I know is going to go up 10%. It might happen right now live on the show. If it doesn't, it'll happen tomorrow. The point is I'm not going to lose. And you can do the same thing with $10. What's going on? What am I missing? You asked a question and we answered it. Yeah, I don't understand it. Martyn just said, I'm wrong, Sensei. I just have an opinion. Well, you are wrong in what you just said there. Same as RB is wrong when he says, I'm simply bailing myself out and you can't do it if you haven't got money. That's factually incorrect. You can do the same trade with $10. Can everyone understand that in the chat? In fact, I'm going to run a poll. Can everyone understand this? I'm going to do a poll because I don't want anyone left behind because this is quite a worry if no one gets this. Start a poll. Do you agree? Do you agree? Do you agree it's about percentages, not money, not the money amount? Right? Let's see if everybody is, up to speed on basic stuff like this. Let's have a little look. So do you agree it's about percentages, not the money amount? Yes or no? So in other words, do you know, like I just said, I'll be saying it only works for you because you got money. Vaz is going, yeah, sorry, not Vaz, I beg your pardon. Mike's going, yeah, it's okay if it's gambling. You're just gambling, you got money. It's all about money. It's like they've all read the book of MSK and Stacey. God knows why. It's got nothing to do with that. It's percentages. If you've got $10 and you make 10%, it's the same as me making $1 million with $1 million. $1,000,000%. It's not about how much money you've got. It's about percentages. And if you start making it about the money, then anyone with $10, just useless. They might as well pack up and go home. And if you think that way, that's your own insecurity. There's nothing wrong with $10. If you've got $10 and you do the same trade as me, you make the same percentage. And then the trades get bigger and bigger. I wasn't doing $160,000 trades 4 years ago, was I? So do you agree it's about percentages, not the money? Yes or no? Let's see if everyone understands that, because I'm really worried if no one gets that. All right, there you go. Do you agree it's about percentages, not the money amount? Let's see what everyone says. Right. I'm hoping it's going to be like 99%. All right. It's got nothing to do with the money. All right. We've got 30 votes. 70% say yes, it's about the percentages. 71%, 73%. Thank God for that. I was getting really worried for a minute. That worries me that people think it's about the money. You can only make money if you've got money. No, that's rubbish. That's absolute utter rubbish. If that was the case, everybody might as well just pack up and give up and go nowhere, because you're never going to get anywhere because you've got nothing. That's a very, very bad way to live. And I'm really sorry if anyone thinks that, and I'll try my best to explain it. But do you agree it's about percentages, not the money amount? 58 votes, 79%, 80%. Thank God for that. So if we get to about 80%, 20%, that is about the ratio in life where people are positive and negative. Most people are positive. Most people have a positive outlook. 20% of the population are always black, always negative, always looking for a problem. That's just human nature. So it's very interesting that the poll is 80-20 right now. Yeah, 80-20, 81. So we've got slightly more positive people than negative. That's a great shame. But that's just on averages. That's how it works in life. There we go. 81%. All right, there we go. So 19% just think it's about the money. So then why bother getting out of bed? Why doing anything? Why go to work? What's the point? You can't better yourself. You can't improve yourself. There's no point existing. And that's in life, 20% feel like that. So there we go. I'll end the poll. I'm really pleased, actually. It's 82%. So we've got genuinely a positive. We've got about average, but slightly more positive than negative. That means we're doing a good job. And I'm glad that everyone understands that anyway. Let me end the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. There you go. That'll do. So we've got 81 votes. And 81% say, yeah, it's about percentages. So, Mike, I think you'll agree, or maybe you won't. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. 81% understand that. All right. Okay. Martyn is a saint dealing with some of these people. Yeah. The thing is, DMP, there's no one left now that feels like that, you know. I don't think Mike's like that. Maybe Mike's having a bad night. Mike's one of my friends. They were about 6 people out of 111,000 who were just creating havoc and moaning, and we've just got rid of them all. And that's it. But yeah, when we were small, DMP, what happened was when we were small, there was nobody watching. It was me, Mike, Bill, and about 3 others, and it was our own little family, just me, Mike, Bill, and 3 others. And every day I'd sit and just we'd talk to each other. Nobody watching. I didn't earn any money. And then everyone, they loved all that, and I loved it. But obviously I can't live like that. This is my job. And then it grew. And then it got bigger. And then when it hit 100,000 and I started making profit and earning money, then a lot of those that were there at the beginning all went, I don't like it anymore. Martyn's making too much money. I was like, I'm not giving him super chats anymore. I was like, okay, well, you should go and watch Meet Kevin. He's got 2 private jets and people give him $100 super chats all the time. What's he supposed to do? Refund them? Because he puts on a good show and people like it. So is it wrong that people don't want to be a member and give you a super chat because you've become successful? I don't understand that. But anyway, I'm sure Mike's not going like that. He's just maybe he's having a bad night. Anyway, I think people don't understand. Everyone takes profit at some time, whether you do in a minute or 10 years, it doesn't matter, does it? I don't matter as long as you're green, yeah. But it's a factual statement. You can be wrong. Of course you can be wrong. Absolutely right. 2 + 2 is 4. It's not 5 just because you think it's 5. It is totally legal to do on Robinhood, and it is totally legal to do on Robinhood, no matter where you put your money, as long as you're winning. Whether you see it as gambling, investing, it's a win, or everybody, no matter. No, I'm just saying you're gonna get. No, I'm just saying you're gonna get. What am I gonna get? Oh, you're gonna get out because you want to get out. You will put in more money to get. Yeah, well, of course. What do you mean, not the percentages? Of course it is. It's still the percentages. Why this focus on the money? You're only putting it in because you want to get a lot of money out. Well, we're investing, aren't we? We're trying to make money, aren't we? Isn't that what everyone's trying to do? Isn't this called Martyn Lucas Investor? So you buy a business that's undervalued, or at least it's expensive, or you think it's going to go more value, and you can take a profit. Isn't that what everybody does? Am I missing something here? Isn't that the purpose of buying something which you think you can sell for a higher price? I mean, don't you do that, Mike, with your investments? I presume so. Anyway, 100 grand a year is great. Yeah, 10%. Yeah. Anyway. Congratulations, Mike. Thank you, Senzo. Yeah, thanks, mate. So gambling would be throwing money on black or red, and you win or lose. When investing is throwing money back on black, it goes to red, so you hold it until it turns black again and win. That's right. Exactly right. Exactly right. The only time it's gambling is if you buy it on something that doesn't produce anything. So if I put 100 grand today on Binky Bonk Fart Coin and it went to 0 because it can, that's gambling. That's stupid. All right? You just heard the balance sheet. You've heard the growth of the business. So we know what the business is going. We know the business. Oh my gosh. Who's excited for the NVIDIA earnings? No one's booked it yet, Josh. Long-term Google will go up at some point. Plus, you can make losses at times if you sell. If holding long-term, it's not a loss. Well, of course, if I sell for a loss, it's a loss. I'm not going to sell for a loss. What would the sense of that? The only reason I might want to sell for a loss, and there are a reason, maybe I want to reduce my tax bill, number one. Number two, for some reason, XRP goes to $1 tomorrow, and I'd rather lose a couple of $1,000s now on Google and buy all of XRP at $1, because the loss would be less than the gain. That would be a good idea, and that's not gambling either. Makes sense, doesn't it? But I don't see any opportunities like that at the moment. Whoever has strong opinion, just call in. Anyone can call in. Yeah, there's the link. I've just given it to you. Here's the link to call in. Does Mike want to call in? Does anybody want to call in? All right. Whoopsie, I'm late in here. I'm going to end this stream now. Now, don't bet or gamble what you can't afford, but you can always invest what you can't afford. I don't get that, Zach. Am I missing something? How dare you buy a stock and it's not 100% profit straight away? I know. How dare I do it? I don't know. No, it's not right. It's not right. Martyn Lucas is buying stocks to make money. That's not right. What in the world, guys, did you smoke today? Yeah, what's going on? I'm the wrong one, so it's okay. It's okay, Mike. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be right. Bloody hell. Who the hell bloody cares anyway? Anyway, Mike, your option is down. I want to be in and out now because we're overvalued. That's what I'm doing. So we're overvalued. So now I'm doing some scalp trading. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. Being a long-term investor and waiting for a crash when you watch it every day just to say, well, I watched it, everybody, and I'm sitting in and I'm a long-term investor and I never sell. How sensible am I? It's a bit daft. What's the point of doing that? Anyway, I'm not doing that. Ninja Mike, yes, indeed. Oh, Zach wants to call in. Okay, here we go. Bring Zach in. Sorry to hear the negative today, Mike. I hope everything is okay. I used to love hearing your voice and you calling in. So funny and kind, and I remember. I hope everything's okay. I'm sure you are the same. Just maybe a bad day. Not good, Sensei. Not good. There we go. I knew something was not good. Something's going on in Mike's life at the moment. There you go. Well, that's why he can call in if he wants. Is this last night full moon? It's a calculated gamble trade. Merchandise. Gamblers lose. Martyn never loses. Well, I'm not. Yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna either. We all need a drink. You're not playing devil's advocate. You're giving your opinion. Your opinion is wrong. It's a fact, unfortunately. Google isn't going bankrupt, RB. What's the point of saying you're playing devil's advocate when it's your opinion? What is going on tonight? How can my opinion be wrong since when we're all have opinions? I thought we could all speak. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Sensei, what's going on? At the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves why we are here. To get the news from Martyn, Sensei, Vaz and Casey about crypto and the markets. I've learned a lot being subscribed to the channel. You are entitled to your opinion, RB, but what you're saying is that Google is going bankrupt. Too right. Who the hell bloody cares? That's right. I never said Google was going bankrupt. Some people have unrealistic expectations. That's not on you, Martyn. I came to learn. I have no opinion yet. Yes, time for a beer. Will you repost where I said it? So how's it gambling, Martyn? You're going to hold on to it and it goes higher. Do you think it's not going to go higher? So confused. Yeah, I'm not going to sell it for a loss. What's the point of that? Can we give Vaz a heads up? I saw a guy getting into the audience to agree. Oh my gosh, what's this? I have no idea what this is about. I saw a guy trying to get his audience to agree that Vaz. Oh, okay. Vaz can do what he wants. You didn't say that, but by saying it's gambling, you're saying it's going higher or it's going bankrupt. I keep placing my money on red and keep doubling. I will eventually win. Yeah, that's a great strategy. I think the point is the gamble is expected to be a quick in and out, or whether it would end on profit. We all know it will end in profit, but whether it be a quick trade, yeah, it doesn't matter if I have to wait. So you're comparing investing to gambling. This is crazy. I am familiar with tax lots. I use them. Hello all. I just came back from work. Did I miss it all? Martingale strategy doesn't work, RB. Martingale strategy. What's Martingale? I absolutely see where Mike and RB are coming from, but I also know it was a good buy. You'll make money. Yeah, I will, 100%. I will show my tax lot season on the screen. Sales on the screen. Good night, all. Let me leave you with a fact. Investing is Google. In Google is not gambling, unless you think it's going to turn into a failing business forever. I used the Martingale strategy. Worked for a while until it was only when I got into 1,000 in a spin, and then the strategy didn't work. I've never heard of it. Martingale. What is that? What is the difference between Alphabet Class C and one gives you voting rights and one doesn't? You just buy Class C. All right, it's exactly the same. One gives you voting rights, doesn't mean anything. You're not going to vote on the board. You can't make a difference. Can you tell your audience how much cash you have put in that 5,000 to be where you're at? Oh no, not this again. This is what MSK started to do. Are you guys all in a little club or something? Can you tell the audience how much cash you have put in with that 5,000 to be where you're at? You all know exactly. And you've watched the show since the beginning, RB. Why are you asking me that? This is what MSK, oh no, what is going on? Everybody watches the show live every single day. You've seen my gains, you've seen my wins, you've seen my trades. You know how much money I earned. You know how much money I earned on YouTube. You know how much money I ever took. It's not about how much money you earn. Look, flipping heck. Oh, look, I'll do this. I don't understand why is RB asking this? Look at the S&P. The S&P year to date is 0.25. The S&P year to date, can you see on the screen? Year to date, the S&P 500 is up 0.25. The year to date on my portfolio, and bearing in mind I'm down like 10 grand at the moment because I'm in the middle of a trade, but that doesn't matter. Year to date, I'm up nearly 3%. I'm beating the market. It doesn't matter how much money you put in. I could earn $1 billion on YouTube and put it in, and I'm still not going to be up 3%. My balance might be $1 billion, but the percentage gain won't be anything. Why do people keep asking about how much money have you got? How much money did you put in? It's about the percentage gains. I don't know how many times we've got to say this. Right. Anyway, right. Martyn, keep doing what you're doing. Stop entertaining these trolls. They're not trolls, Brendan. RB is my mate, and so is Mike. These aren't trolls. They're having a drink. They're having a laugh. I don't know what the bloody hell they're doing. Anyway, they're doing MSK impressions. I don't know why. But anyway, let them do it. They're my friends. They can do what they want. Right, Zach Zeit, how are you, mate? What's going on? Zach, you're live on the telly.
Good, I'm calling. Yes, can you hear me well?
I can hear you. What's up, mate?
Good, I'm talking by the Lucasette family. It's not a club.
It's not a club, no. I think we're a bit delayed. I think you're watching through YouTube at the same time as on the call. Can you just be on the call and then YouTube? That way we'll be in sync with each other. Otherwise...
I'm calling the Lucasette also to call in.
Yes, you're on the... I can hear you, yep. What's up, mate? Oh, he's gone. There we go. We'll come back to that in a second. Right, I've got to wrap this up in a second. Does anybody else want to call in? I always worry about Zach. He's driving all the time. He's always driving, isn't he? Anyway. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. I've got to get going. What I'm going to do is send you all to the extra channel. And if you want to pick this up tomorrow, we certainly can. Oh, he's back in now. He's back in now. Here we go. Zach. Here he is. He's back. How are you, Zach? What's going on? I think you're watching YouTube again. Yep, you're watching YouTube again. Yep, you're watching YouTube, Zach. We're not on the same wavelength, mate. He's watching YouTube while calling me in, and that's what's giving him all these headaches. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to send you all to the extra channel. It looks like I might even get the trade out tonight. You'll all see. I'll post it. I'll share it. You'll know. Oh my gosh. Anyway, there is extra. Live on extra. Okie dokie. It looks like we might get the trade actually, and volume's going up again. And 377, I can sell. I'll make a few $1,000s, and that'll be that, and that'll be that, and that'll be that. What can I say? That'll be that. All right, that's it from me. Thank you ever so much indeed. Have a wonderful evening. Stay right where you are. Click on the link. It'll take you to the extra channel. I'll see you back in the morning for the breakfast show. Hopefully it'll all be well. And that is it from me. All right? Okay. Any more questions? Have we got everything? I'm going to be a thorn in your ear until you play Love by Outfield. You can certainly keep doing that. It's absolutely fine. I need a push sometimes because I get so many requests. It takes a while. Can't stand when people call me on their car phones. It never comes with it properly, says Chris. Nicer tonight. Less promotion sometimes is best. Yeah, but it ended up though, didn't it? In RB and Mike getting upset with Sensei or something like that. Anyway, at least it wasn't upset with me. You should don't think so. Maybe they are. I don't know. I'm up 3% year to date. Congratulations. That's great. You've beaten the market. Right? Discord. What about Discord? Liz, what about Discord? Oh, you want me to accept the friend request? Yes. If you become a member of Discord. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm going to have a beer. I'm going to friend request you now. Or I'm not going to friend request you. I'm going to accept it.
At Brian_Bynum tipped $2 through Super Chat. Clinking beer mugs emoji. Martyn.
Cheers, Brian. Here he is. Love Brian. Right. Thank you, mate, for that. Yeah, I'm going to have a beer. Absolutely right. Right. Let me admit these new members. So, no, Zumba, you're trying to scam the channel, so I can't accept that. So this is what I do. This is the only time you ever get a message from me. I never message anyone other than those who come in who are not members. So don't worry about it. So what I do is I go here and I go profile and I go ignore. I cannot admit non-members. And then I message you just so you know why I've done that. Because you'll be going, why didn't you let me in? Well, because you tried to scam it. Right, there you go. And this is the funny part. I have to prove that I am me to stop scammers coming in. Isn't that weird? It's weird, isn't it? I have to do all this silly stuff. Right, there we go. I have to prove that I am me to be able to tell someone they've tried to scam my channel. Isn't that weird? That's the world we live in, folks. Right, James Trader. I am your mate too. You most certainly are, mate.
Adaric 3 tipped $2 through Super Chat. Am I your mate too?
You certainly are my mate. Everyone's my mate. Oh, look, another one. James Trader. No, sorry. You're making stuff up as well. Please don't mess about, folks. It just wastes everybody's time, this does. What's the point of doing all this? Read the information.
At Diesel_Ada tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. Aren't you tired of being so awesome, Martyn?
Yeah, terribly. I'm tired of all this stupid catcher nonsense. I've got to do all this to protect my account from people trying to scam me. I mean, what's all that about? It's like, really? Why have I got to do this? But I have. Right, another one. One to go. This is Dalish. Let's have a look. Is he a real? I'm a real boy. Is he a real boy or is he larking around, messing around in the channel? Let's have a look. Is he larking around in the channel? Let's have a look. Set him up here. And this is Dalish. Yay! Finally. There you go. He's in green. Okay. Profile. You do realise the only reason we have all this hassle is because I keep it free for the founder members. If I shut it down and it was private channel, we wouldn't get any of this problem. But when we started, I felt it was important to give all our founder members the opportunity to have the Discord service, even though it's not the full service, it never has been, for free for life. And that's why we get all this stuff going on. Anyway, that's because I'm nice, right? But people won't say that. They'll go, oh, we can't see it. Well, it's free. I mean, anyway. So anyway, accept. Like it's your right. It's your right. It's my right. Right, there we go. There we go. Everyone's done. Let me come off here because I've got a private message. Private message from Josh Monroe. Is L2 kept the bottom. Right. Let me just give a thumbs up to that. Thank you. All right. Okay, we're all up to date. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Okay, all friends accepted and all that other great stuff. All right, we're out of here. Let me give some thanks to these super chats that came in. Very, very kind of you indeed. Appreciate that. That's very kind. Liz, I just can't get enough of you. Once a Discord call. Yeah, we all loved it. Yeah, we all loved it. When Liz called in, it was great. That's me, Dalish. Yeah. Yes, mate. I've just accepted it. We are friends. You're in. You're sorted. You're spot on, mate. We're all good. You are in the family. All righty. Okay, I'm out of here. Right. I'm going to replay what you've missed today. Let me give you the link to Extra. It'll take you there automatically. All right, that's it. Fantastic. Join me now on Extra. I'll see you back in the morning, hopefully, because 72 hours is up tomorrow. Hopefully we're still here. There's dramas going on, dealing with people who are funny and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's all going on. That's it from me. As always, take care of yourselves and each other. See you on Extra. Ta-ra!